we just talked about stupid rural people, and I don't want to discriminate based on people's appearances. But I'll let this guy's appearance do the talking for me. I'm not saying anything. You know a mother has trouble touching grass when they see somebody in overalls and a red shirt and their first thought is Mario. You have never driven through a rural area. I can tell you that much.
You know, the homeless problem. I don't know of a single homeless Haitian in this town because they all got vouchers. But I can show you a whole bunch of people that have been displaced because I'm that guy. Rob, you know, for 25 years I've worked with the homeless in this community. You know, a lot of people don't know because I'm not the...
You're literally criticizing this man for being old and having a beard. He has a gigantic American flag tucked into his overalls. Oh, by the way, if I might comment, if I might point out, if I may, his pristine overalls. Don't you talk to me, you slimy piece of shit.
The guy out there blowing the horn, because it ain't about me. It's the Jesus in me that goes out there and does it. Trust me, there's days I'm tired, but I'll get into homeless camps that nobody in a suit and tie will walk into. None. They trust me because I've never let them down, you know. And guys, if you don't think it's here right now, in October, we are getting ready to hit a wall here. There is not any relief for the homeless. The homeless people in this community are not the people you think they are, the squatters that aren't happening. It's not there. There's veterans.
The hell is he talking about? He's saying that Haitians coming into Springfield, Ohio are displacing white people who live there and making them homeless.
Come see me. I'm not real hard to find. Ask anybody on the street. They'll tell you how to get a hold of me. I'll take you there. And no, they don't want your toothpaste and your peanut butter sandwiches. They want you to come up with a solution to why they're displaced, why they lived in a house. I personally know, and I'll testify under oath, my hand to God, somebody that lost their house.
Well, if they were paying rent and they lost their house, they probably lost it because they couldn't afford rent anymore. That's usually how that works.
We were there 7 years. The landlord said, hey, I need you to move out, find a temporary place. I'm going to remodel it, and then you can come back.
Thank you, Baron.
It was a lie. They moved him out, tripled the rent.
Thank you.
Follow
Thank you for
the money.
Follow the money. I mean, that sounds like a housing rights issue, but they're using it to blame Haitians. And then the rich Haitians move in. Exactly. Yeah, follow the money. The rich Haitians with their vouchers.
You know, the homeless problem. I don't know of a single homeless Haitian in this town because they all got vouchers. But I can show you a whole bunch of people that have been displaced because I'm that guy.
Benny Johnson posted a video. Yeah, I saw it's on the docket. I saw that, man. Benny Johnson was like, yeah, maybe everyone and all the institutional media are claiming that there's no cat eating going on in Springfield, Ohio. However, we went on the ground and talked to regular American citizens. Take a look at this shocking video. And then it's like people being very racist. Yeah, here we go. 172,000 likes.
Sand monkey. Don't wave at me, you sorry sand monkey.
That's the opening of the video. That's the opening. ABC News, there's no evidence of migrants eating pets. YouTuber, here's 30 minutes of first-hand accounts of residents in Springfield, Ohio who say that pets are disappearing. And that's the opening. This is 172,000 likes. This is what they're opening with. This is the front. This is the this is like the first step, the first foot you're putting forward. He's paid by Russia. Yes, that's true.
There was Haitian.
This is the Tyler Oliveira guy. This is the guy who was doing AI video or AI YouTube video thumbnails of like black guys with their pants hanging low, holding AR-15s, like threatening a cop. Like he does videos where he goes to towns that have poverty issues and he's like, yep, this town's been overrun by blacks. Mm-hmm. And then he goes to the next one.
In a white van driving around the neighborhoods.
See, like this is the quality of journalism we're getting here. 172,000 likes.
Collecting cats, skinning them and eating them.
In my opinion, they're worthless. Bunch of worthless fucking sand monkeys.
They're getting...
This is what conservatives consider to be a good argument. First of all, that's not even the right slur. That whitey, that Yakubian experiment is so stupid. That's not even the correct slur. That's incredible. How do you fail on that? Where does he think Haiti is?
getting thousands of dollars in government assistance, even the cash assistance cards.
I like the hick with no shirt on right behind. It's like you know exactly what kind of person they're talking to. There's just no way to talk about this without getting accused of classism by the most annoying people in my inbox, but like, holy shit, dude. He thinks Africa, which is all dead. Yeah, like Haiti, Africa, exactly. I can't watch the video because it's almost certainly content ID'd by YouTube because Tyler Oliveira is a YouTuber. I took one look at that guy's channel and look at this. Oh my god. No, this is literally like every one of his videos. He gets huge views just by, I mean, he uses AI constantly. It's all partisan hack bullshit. Incredibly racist. Anyway, I guess I think it's pretty shocking that we've reached a point in the conservative discourse where a video that opens with people who are supposed to be agreeing with Benny Johnson just using racial slurs out the get-go, that is the argument they feel comfortable opening with, you know? We really are returning to like a 1950s level of discourse where you're going to have people in Springfield, Ohio walking around with signs just, you know, with slurs on them. They want a pogrom. That's what they want. They want a pogrom. At least they think they want a pogrom. If a pogrom actually happened, I'm pretty sure that it would be used as like a pretense for a crackdown on right-wing protests because the relationship between the pogrom and the right-wing media inciting violence would be pretty direct, but I don't know. Maybe the Democrats are too pussy to do anything about that. I saw a vid of somebody calling the Springfield PD to ask if they'd gotten any reports of people stealing pets, and they said they were literally none. Yeah, no, there are none. This story has been completely debunked. Conservatives have admitted it's been completely debunked. J.D. Vance was on TV after the debate saying, yeah, there's no evidence of it, but that doesn't mean there's evidence of it not happening, which is a real thing that can happen. That's the level that we're at right now. They are committing to reinforcing a lie that has been admitted to being a lie. Like it's crazy.
They're calling them the magic money cards because they never run out.
I want them to know I don't like it. Pack up and move back to Haitieville, where the fuck you're from.
Yeah, man, that's so true. Okay, Kona. The real reason you can't take racist eugenicists seriously is that any fair and reasonable eugenicist policy would also target this guy. We want to get the low IQ racists out of our country. Okay, if we're being consistent, there's no way this guy makes that cut. Are you kidding me? This guy? Cannibals would pass over this man. They'd be worried about the effects his humors would have on their cognitive abilities. Your body betrays your degeneracy. Exactly. I'm sandwich man. He does look like a ham sandwich. I grew up around racist bigots, so I've heard this shit before, but I was surprised by how emboldened they become over the years. Yeah, and how, like, broadcasted it's getting, you know, or I guess how, like, proud of it the so-called... Because the job of the conservative intelligentsia has always been to, like, massage and launder and make palatable this racism, you know? And now it seems like they're not even trying anymore. Did you see the governor is sending state troopers to Springfield, Ohio? For what? Mike DeWine announced new state support for the city of Springfield, which is dealing with significant stress on its healthcare and public safety systems due to the influx of Haitian migrants. Yeah, gotcha. Nice. The only threat to public safety there is coming from the whites who want to do a mass lynching. Governor DeWine announced today he's dedicating $2.5 million towards expanding primary care access to everyone living in Springfield. I mean, that's fine. I'm fine with that. I'd like, okay, sure. I don't doubt that their healthcare systems are being tested. I just think that means they should have more money in their healthcare systems. Well, where's the money coming from? Here's the money. It can happen. To address the increase in dangerous driving in Springfield by inexperienced Haitian drivers. Bullshit. Is there any evidence of this happening? One traffic accident from a Haitian driver. Can I get some data on that? Have there been any car accidents from, like, white drivers in Springfield, Ohio? Beginning tomorrow morning, OSHP troopers will patrol local roads with the highest crash rates and hold accountable any driver who drives erratically. Okay, so they're pulling over black people. Gotcha. I wasn't born yesterday. I know exactly what that means. I heard Midwest drivers get shittier every week these days. Well, yeah, they want to die. Can you blame them? I mean, have you seen what the average resident of Springfield, Ohio looks like? What do you think they're living for? I won't apologize. You woke mob mother... You come for me? You come for the king, you better not miss. That's all I have to say. For fentanyl? Yeah, I guess that solves the problem pretty quick, though, doesn't it? Did anyone ask you to apologize? Well, at this point, I'm being overly defensive, mostly for, like, comedic purposes. Oh, Marion Williamson. Continuing to dump on Trump because of the eating cats issue will create blowback on November 5th. Haitian voodoo is in fact real. And to dismiss the story out of hand rather than listen to the citizens of Springfield, Ohio confirms in the minds of many voters the stereotype of Democrats as smug elite jerks who think they're too smart to listen to anyone outside their own silo. Remember how I've said before that believing in horoscopes is a warning sign for fascism? Because belief in like esoteric spiritual nonsense is both A, something the Nazis love to do, and B, allows you to assign like essentialist personality traits. That crankery also tends to lead to conspiracism. It all comes back around, doesn't it? You know? Again, this is literally like, they did this with the Jews, man. Continuing to dump on Hitler because of the eating cats issue will create blowback in the elections. You know, Jewish voodoo is effective. It sounds stupid, but it's literally what they did. This like, oh yeah, their backwards mystical beliefs will, it's identical to what they did. Who's Marion Williamson? What are you, Belgian guy? I'm checking your chat logs. Okay, you came here in August 2024. It's possible that you're 5 years old. Marion Williamson was a 2020 presidential candidate for the Democrats. She ran mostly to promote book sales, but she seemed to be fairly principled. She was very active in speaking to others. I had her on stream, and I thought highly of her. I don't really have an explainer for this outside if you believe in crystals, you're Hitler. Money, probably. As a general rule, if you see these weird turnabouts from people that you can't explain, it's because of money. This is crazy, man. Oh, you Democrats are repeating the same mistakes Hillary Clinton made. You're reinforcing the belief that you're just a bunch of coastal elites by not listening to the deranged, provably false, conspiratorial claims of right-wing grifters, signal boosting, random, rumor mongering in a random Midwestern town saying that an influx of black migrants are eating their pet. Like, if you actually cared about the working class, you would take these concerns seriously. I remember that her campaign was like $250,000 in debt, and she paid the whole thing out of pocket back in July before she dropped out. So yeah, she's probably short in cash. Don't underestimate Haitian voodoo. Listen, okay, I've seen The Princess and the Frog. Did you see what that mother do? He could high five his own shadow. Can you imagine the power at the fingertips of a person who can do something like that? He's got friends on the other side. That's what they think is happening right now over in Springfield, Ohio. Marion Williamson, you've got skinny 6'8" mother with top hats called like Baron Von Voodoo or something doing a little jig over a cat skeleton. One Sunday going to make a deal and sacrifice the whole town. Dr. Facilier is at Springfield, Ohio. It's over for them. Benjamin, with respect, you're the last human on earth I would trust the gut assessment of when it comes to whether or not a public figure that you respect is grifting, because you look up to all of them with stars in your eyes. The truth is, I'm actually the only public figure who has principles, the only one in existence. Bernie Sanders, one time in 3rd grade, he got paid $5 to, give his homework cheat sheet to another person. Back in like 1912. $5 back then. That's like, you could buy a car with that. Got a nickel. Do you think it's possible to start being as dishonest? Right? Yeah, it's possible. I don't know why you'd want to. Being dishonest doesn't actually help you that much when it comes to political viability. I mean, the real issue here ultimately is like, there are a lot of overlapping issues, but unfortunately, it's just really difficult to be, it's just difficult to appeal to everyone. Keep in mind, we're fighting an uphill battle because there's a multi-billion-dollar industry that lies nonstop to stupid people. And again, that's very essentialist, very undialectical. It's true. It's true. F you. It's true. Eat my ass. It's true. Those motherfuckers out there in the Midwest, they turn on, they get in their Ford F-150, they turn on the radio, they're listening to conservative talk radio, they go to wherever they're going, which is 35 minutes away because they live in the opposite of a walkable city. They get out, they go into the convenience store so they could buy a pack of cigarettes. Like Fox News is on the one shitty CRT TV hung up in the corner of the building. They stare at it for a bit, they go, yep, Kamala, she's Indian, yep. They go back in the car, conservative talk radio, go home, Fox News. Like, unfortunately, it's just really, really, really difficult to break people out of this stunt, you know? Jesus, you described my parents just now. Yeah, and like you're trying to pull them out of that. It's not a natural state of mind. There's nothing natural about being racist. There's nothing natural about being that kind of crazy xenophobic or fearful. It is a state of mind that has been deliberately cultivated to serve the interests of the bourgeoisie. That's it. That's it. You're fighting uphill against that. There's nothing innate about it. You know, maybe without conservative propaganda being funneled into their ears nonstop, the average Midwestern white would still dress like shit and have bad taste and have terrible food. Fine, maybe. But the political opinions they have are the product of very deliberate cultivation, not just the accidental byproduct of them being white and uneducated. You know, that's not the case. You shut your mouth about Midwestern food, you're grouping in Illinois, us Illinoisans season our food. Look, you're not the part of America that people go to for good food, okay? I'm just sorry you're not. You've got the Sun Belt, you've got New York City, which is maybe the food capital of the world. You've got, like, all of Texas, basically. You've got California. Like, you're just... There's great, like, Japanese food and Korean food in Seattle as well. Like, there's a lot of good shit. And Chicago has a lot of good shit, of course, because it's a major city. But the Midwest, broadly, you know, it's just... Diversity brings in good culture. That's it. It's that simple. It really is that simple. Diversity brings in good culture. And you know what? I'm going to say it, too. I'm going to say it. I really do think there's basically a one-to-one on diversity and the quality of your cuisine and culture, which is why I would put New York City above any other place in the world, food city-wise. Because in New York City, if you don't like the style of food you're having, congratulations, there's infinite more. If you go to Paris, you better like French food, motherfucker, because they are not as welcoming to other cultures in Paris as New York is to other cultures that aren't like American or whatever, you know? I hope you like French food. Tokyo has a lot of amazing Japanese food, but if you don't like Japanese food, I hope you like Japanese food, because you're not getting a phenomenal Mexican restaurant in Tokyo. Maybe somewhere. It's a huge city. But overall, you want options. Now, thankfully, I like sushi, so I love Tokyo food, you know. I'm not a huge fan of French food, though, so I don't know how well I'd do in Paris. That's not true. There are so many immigrants in Paris right now. Yeah, but Paris has never been the multicultural, like, melting pot that New York City has. The French are way more protective of their cultural identity. That's true. That's true. And I'm not arguing about it either. That's true. And I'm locking the door and I'm shutting the windows. And I'm leaving my phone on silent and I'm muting my notifications, okay? I don't want to argue this point. You're not getting to me. Springfield City Hall School County hit by threats tied to Haitian immigration concerns. City Hall evacuated, county offices closed, parents at one Springfield school asked to pick up children early. I know how to help the poor, underprivileged people of Springfield, Ohio. Bomb threats. That'll definitely help. That's great. Love, as always, the one-to-one relationship between the right wing sharing fake stories of really anything happening in a city, any of their fake stories, and bomb threats, you know? Average right is solution to every problem. I just think it's a nice reminder that people on the right do not give a shit about improving life for anyone. Anyone. None of them are like, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to Springfield, Ohio, and I'm going to provide resources to the white people there. Like, they're not even being helpful in the context of the group they pretend to care about, you know? It's exclusively just, I want the cause hurt, I hate people, I want to share hate. That's it. That's it. That's all they do. It's like the number one way to condemn the perceived sincerity of the white supremacist. White supremacists do not like white people. They just hate non-white people. White supremacists are not going out there in real life, not going out there online and being like, yeah, I care about the white race, so I'm going to go to Springfield, Ohio and provide, like, you know, sandwiches or housing assistance or whatever. They don't give a shit. They never do that. Their behavior is motivated entirely by hatred.
Aren't we all supposed to be someplace else?
Yo, hold on. Sheriff coming in with the drip. I love old-fashioned sheriff's department uniforms. I love them more than you could imagine, dude. With the hat, with like the sheriff hat with the tassel and the white shirt under the short sleeve button. It looks so good. I love it so much.
Are you gonna be standing?
Yes.
Okay.
All. This is everybody. Yeah. Is
Unironic?
everybody
Yeah,
happy?
it looks great. What do you want? I don't think the cop uniforms look good at all.
Yes. Everybody's on. And if everyone could give your name, your first and last name before you speak, just because we may need to.
You gotta wear the hat? Of course you have to wear the hat.
And a spelling, that would help. We'll go with spelling. Thank you.
Mother's maiden name, yeah, the usual.
One time. Good one time.
Good afternoon. My name is Allison Elliott. I'm the Chief of Police with the Springfield Police Division. I want to thank all of you for being here today, and I want to thank you for your patience. I'd like to reiterate that today we will not be taking any questions. Everyone that you see back here standing with me today played a vital role in our response. City of Springfield officials were alerted to a bomb threat by email message this morning at 8:24 a.m. The email was sent to multiple agencies and media outlets. This public safety threat prompted an immediate response from local and regional law enforcement and our public safety partners. We take all threats to public safety seriously, and our primary concern was the safety and well-being of all community members. Due to the serious nature of this threat, all of the occupied buildings were evacuated, and authorities investigated and cleared all facilities listed in the threat with the assistance of explosive detecting canines. Those locations include City of Springfield City Hall,
I was
Bureau
quoting
of Motor
you,
Vehicles
Fox Fright.
Springfield Driver's Exam Station, Ohio License Bureau South Side, Springfield Academy of Excellence, and Fulton Elementary School. Out of an abundance of caution, additional locations were investigated and cleared, including the Clark County Court facilities. We are currently partnering.
Imagine the KKK doing a bake sale to help white people who couldn't pay their rent. I know that sounds insane, but if you actually think about it, that should be what they do if they believed the stuff they say they believe. They talk about white culture, but they wear the same global capitalist monoculture $5 t-shirts that anyone can get from Target. They eat whatever food's available to them. There's no adherence to any particular cuisine or aesthetic or fashion or whatever. They don't care about the culture. They talk about loving white people and wanting white people to prosper. They don't volunteer, they don't help, they don't donate, they don't do anything. They have no ideology outside of hate. There is no love of white people, and like there's nothing wrong. Pardon me for fronting a position the woke mob will hang me for. There's nothing wrong with loving white people. I love myself, and I'm told this, a white man. I can't see race, I don't see color. I've been told I'm a white man, I love myself. Okay, I'll take it at face value, right? There's nothing wrong with that. I would prefer one be undifferentiated in their love. I don't think race should play a component in one's love. But if the worst thing white supremacists did was go out and volunteer and do charity, but only for white people, they wouldn't be that big of an issue, would they, folks? They wouldn't be that big of a problem to the world. I still think that'd be bad because, like, you know, why are you being preferential about it? Why can't you be, you know, sort of undifferentiating in your love? But if that was the worst they did, it wouldn't be that big of an issue. But that's not what they do. They never do that.
With the Dayton office of the Federal Bureau of Investigation to identify the source of this email.
That is true,
I would like to take a
DCL
moment to
Zexon.
recognize
They used to,
our
at least.
Springfield Police Division officers and all of the agencies.
Well, not really, because Hoteps make up a culture that isn't real. The, like, Black Hebrew Israelitism. The Black Israelites back in, or sorry, not the Black Israelites, the Nation of Islam did care. For all their mistakes, they did care about Black culture. There was a care there for Black people. They did make an effort to make the lives of the Black people they cared about better. Modern day Hoteps don't. In fact, it's actually a common joke in the Black community. What's that one screenshot of the Black guy on Facebook saying, you know, they don't want to talk about this, but Blacks are the real Jews, and the reply to it is, if you don't pick up your daughter, motherfucker, we're gonna have a real problem. That it's like a joke in the Black community now that these Hotep types do nothing for Black people, that they're just lazy, like, lack-about dipshits who don't contribute or work, you know?
Who played a vital role in our response today, including the Dayton Police Department, Montgomery County Sheriff's Office, Dayton Airport Police, the Ohio State Highway Patrol, Clark County Sheriff's Office, Clark County Emergency Management Agency, the Ohio Fire Marshal's Bureau, Springfield Fire and Rescue Division, and the Department of Public Safety. Again, thank you all for coming today, because we know this is just as important to you as it is to us. Again, I would like to stress that we are deeply committed to the safety of our entire community. Safety is a shared responsibility, and it takes all of us. I encourage the public, if you see something, please say something. Thank you.
Chief, are these threats today and along Champion Avenue related to either each other or the larger attention Springfield has been getting this week?
Again, we are not taking questions at this time. I do have Karen Graves, Ms. Karen Graves from the city here with us.
Good afternoon, everybody. I just want to let you know that if you have any further questions after this, you can email me.
Can you give us a correct spelling of your name, please, Chief?
Yes, ma'am. Allison Elliott, Allison Elliott.
And your title?
Chief of Police, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
We have copies of Allison's message today. If you'd like to take one of those. If you have any follow-up questions, you can email me at
Say 99% chance the guy asking how fair it is that they can't ask questions is probably a aggrieved white racist who wants to ask stuff like, do you think this bomb threat was from Haiti? Is this a Haitian bomb? Is this a voodoo bomb? Can this bomb do voodoo? Questions like that. Just a guess. I could be wrong.
Graves, Graves, at springfieldohio.gov.
A bomb swandi. Exactly.
No, you're not.
Okay, I just want to make sure I had. Can you give me the names of the other individuals? Because I took a picture. The other individuals who were. In fact, I can show you the
City
picture.
Manager Brian Heck.
You're good.
Huh? We still have video. I think the person who managed the technology for this live stream is perhaps not a top-tier leftist political live streamer. Okay. Man, that really was short. BS. Thank you, Tim Reed, 3020. Yeah, we saw that, Jessica Metal. You guys see this? The parents of the 11-year-old white boy who died after a traffic accident caused by a Haitian migrant have taken to media. It's quite sad.
Bernie Moreno, Chip Roy, J.D. Vance, and Donald Trump. They have spoken my son's name and used his death for political gain. This needs to stop now. They can vomit all the hate they want about illegal immigrants, the border crisis, and even untrue claims about fluffy pets being ravaged and eaten by community members. However, they are not allowed, nor have they ever been allowed to mention Aiden Clark from Springfield, Ohio. I will listen to them one more time to hear their apologies. To clear the air, my son, Aiden Clark, was not murdered. He was accidentally killed by an immigrant from Haiti. This tragedy is felt all over this community, the state, and even the nation. But don't spin this towards hate.
This guy has more strength in his pinky finger than every white racist in Springfield, Ohio combined.
In order to live like Aiden, you need to accept everyone. Choose to shine, make the difference, lead the way, and be the inspiration. What many people in this community and state and nation are doing is the opposite of what you should be doing. Sure, we have our problems here in Springfield and in the U.S., but does Aiden Clark have anything to do with that? Did you know that an 11-year-old boy could be passionate about gardening, that he could haggle for a better price at a yard sale? Did you know that he researched different cultures to better appreciate and understand people that he interacted with? Did you know that one of the worst feelings in the world is to not be able to protect your child? Even worse, we can't even protect his memory when he's gone. Please stop the hate. I said to Aiden that I would try to make a difference in his honor. This is it. Live like Aiden. Thank you.
This is not the first time this has happened. You know, the parents of a kid who died tragically saying, hey, right-wing media, shut the fuck up. Please stop weaponizing the death of my child to hate non-white people. And of course, this isn't going to lead to like any change in the rhetoric from the right because they don't care at all. Obviously, they don't care. They've never cared. It's just hate. They don't care. But still, massive props to the parents there. I mean, all the Sandy Hook parents. Alex Jones continued and continues to be a right-wing darling, even after the Sandy Hook business. I mean, it's not like they don't care. They do not care at all. I hope they file a bunch of lawsuits. I don't know how much legal liability there actually is out there, but can't really say. You know, a lot of depressing news lately. It feels like we have to cover 57 stories every stream of the right wing being incompetent and demonic, and then we look at the polls and it's like Kamala Harris plus 2.9, Kamala Harris plus 3.1, Kamala Harris plus 2.8.